Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started here because this will be about 35 minutes. So we want to get moving as soon as we can. So let's get moving. We're gonna start by standing up. So just standing up nice and tall. Bring your knees up. Bring your knees up, just like a big march. So bring your knees up even with your waistband or a little bit higher.
Can you see us?
And now as you bring your knees up, let's rotate out. So we roll in and out, around. And then reverse that. So you come up the outside and roll to the middle. Good, now let's give it a hug. So bring it up, give it a hug, and we alternate. Just marching, getting moving. Morning, Diane, how are you?
Good.
All right, so from here, we're gonna step out to the side and then step out to the other side. So lateral lunges, stepping to the side and out to the other side. Good, as with anything else, if any of this warm-up stuff is not good for you, then don't do it. Okay, good. So we're gonna turn, step backwards, just stepping into some lunges. Don't curl under to the Don't put your shoelaces down. Good. All right, we're gonna spend a little time in a push-up position here. So here's what it'll look like. So I'm gonna walk towards you. So we're gonna walk out into an inchworm. That foot will come forward. Straight leg, bent leg. Open up. Then that foot goes back. We're gonna walk in for an inchworm and walk back out and do the other side. So I'll talk you through it here. Kind of demonstrate. All right. So inchworm, we walk out. Bring one foot forward next to your hand. Your knee should be outside your armpit. Good. Now straighten your front leg for a hamstring stretch. Bend it again, and then you'll rotate fingers up to the ceiling. Both hands to the floor. Both hands or both feet back. Walk your hands into your feet. And then walk back out into the inchworm, or do an inchworm back out. Bring your other leg up. Knee outside your armpit. Good. Straighten your front leg. Bend your front leg. And then whatever hand is closest to that forward leg, turn that hand up towards the ceiling. Big rotation with your upper back. Now let's do that one more time each side. Walk it in. Walking your hands into your feet. Then walk your hands out into a push-up position. One leg forward. Good. Straighten the front leg. Big rotation. Fingertips pointing at the ceiling. Return both hands to the floor. Put that foot back. Walk your hands back into your feet. One last time. Walk your hands out. Bring that last leg forward. Straighten your front leg. Bend your front leg. Big rotation toward the knee that's forward. And good. Walk your hands or both feet together. Walk your hands back to your feet. We're done there. Good. Good. So today's workout, we're going to do every minute on the minute. Every minute on the minute. So we've got two things to do. We've got two things to do each minute. First one, we're going to do lateral jumps. So skater jumps side to side. Yeah, good job, Coop. You got it. So we're jumping side to side, and then we're pairing that with a mountain climber. So you're going to do 6 jumps each side, and then you'll be in that push-up position. You're doing a mountain climber. So mountain climbers are anywhere between this, where you bring your feet up like this, or just a march. Okay, so anywhere in there, but you're going to do 6 jumps each direction, and then 6 mountain climbers with each foot. So count each time your left foot goes back, all right? So we're gonna do that 4 times every minute on the minute. 4 times every minute on the minute. So we'll start at the top of the minute. Whatever time you have left is your rest time, and then we'll start at the top of the next minute. Okay? All right, so we ready? Set and go. Side to side, so we're doing lateral jumps. As you do the lateral jumps, you should be tapping your toe to your ankle instead of kicking it behind you. Tap your toe to your ankle. So once you've jumped 6 times to each side, down into the mountain climber. And once you've done 6 each side, you've got your rest time. Okay, so the rest time is going to seem a little high here. That's okay. We're just getting started this morning for number 1. Number 2, anytime we're working on jumping or power or anything like that, we want a little bit more rest. So that's why we're doing all of these in the beginning. 15 seconds left to rest. So remember, as you're jumping, when you jump side to side, you should be tapping your toe to your ankle rather than doing the big reach behind. Ready, set, and go. 6 jumps. Side to side, big jumps side to side. This could be anywhere between a jump and a side step. Anywhere between a jump and a side step. So whatever you need this morning. 6 times each side. And 6 mountain climbers. On the mountain climber, try to keep your butt in one place and switch your feet underneath you. I think you're just bringing your foot up a little too far. 20 seconds remaining, 20 seconds left in the minute. So breath should be up a little bit, but you should still have full control of the movement. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go.
Well, because I did 7 on the other one.
Okay, 30 seconds left. We got one more. One more.
One more. Here we go.
One more, and we're done with our 4. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side jump or step. 6 each. And mountain climber 6 each.
Yeah. But you don't normally do these movements, so these are good. But you're not in gym class, so here you go.
So while we're resting here, next one we get into, we're going to do 4 rounds of goblet squats and swings. Goblet squats and swings. So we're going to do 8 of each. We'll try to keep the math as easy as possible here. So for a goblet squat, we're just holding the kettlebell or weight or dumbbell. If you're holding a dumbbell, the handle will go up and down. So turn and face it. The handle will go straight up and down like your sternum. So then we're just squatting down and up. So we go down and up 8 times. Then just drop the kettlebell or dumbbell down and swing 8 times. So as you swing, it's a hip hinge, right? So you hinge at the hips rather than rounding over at your back. If you want to substitute the swing, right, you can turn it into a deadlift, which is just kind of a slower swing where the kettlebell goes or the weight goes right down in between your feet. You don't have to tap the floor with that as long as your butt and back of your legs is doing the work, okay? So 8 goblet squats, 8 kettlebell swings. You get the remainder of the minute to rest. This will be a tough one. We're going to go 4 times through. Okay?
All right. Well, we're just going to have to see what we can
All right.
do.
We'll go in 10 seconds here. At a full minute rest. 3, 2, 1, and here we go.
I just want to take away our video. So let's just do squats.
Remember, on the swing, it's swinging from the hips rather than squatting down with your knees. If you're not a kettlebell swing person, if you know that those bug you, just like I said, turn it into a deadlift a little bit slower. And we got the rest of the minute to relax. Remember, depending on the equipment you have at home, you can always adjust the weight. If you feel like you want to add a little bit to this and you don't have the extra weight at home, you can add reps. So you can do 10s instead of 8s. Totally up to you and what you have. Okay, you ready? Second set, and here we go. Put your toes forward too. Make sure on those squats your toes are pointing somewhat forward. They don't have to be pointing straight forward.
Oh, so they can't see us not being able to do it. Squeeze your butt.
Remember, the kettlebell swings are done
Stop.
not by lifting your arms, but just by swinging the weight with your hips. Good, we got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Remember, you can, if you need a little bit more or less, you can either, if you need more, you can add weight if you have it at home, or you can add reps. So kick it up to 10 of each instead of 8. If you need a little bit less, do fewer reps, or just go body weight. Just go body weight. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. As you do your goblet squat, think about nice flat feet on the floor. Shouldn't be rolling forward into your toes. Spread your knees apart so that knees are right on top of your shins. So shins should be parallel to each other. On the swings, make sure squeeze your cheeks at the top. Making sure you're finishing the movement. Okay, 15 seconds till the top of the minute. This will be the last one of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Get your hips going.
Who's using the pot?
30 seconds till the top of the minute. Here's our last one.
Yep. Just something.
Hands are on the floor. Okay, so next ones. Whether you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you can do either. So the next one's going to be a floor press. So whatever kind of weight you have. If it's a kettlebell, it'll be on the outside of your wrist here, just holding nice and strong. The floor press is coming down. Just tap your elbow to the ground and press back up. Okay, so that's a floor press. After you do 8 floor presses each side, you're going to turn over and we're going to do a kettlebell tap. So you're here and you're going to reach forward and tap, 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 tap. There is trying not to shift side to side.
Right.
As you're doing it, try to lock everything up right in the middle
Oh, I don't want it to leak.
and tap as you go. So 8 floor presses each side, 8 taps, and you've got the rest of the minute.
Shout out to the member using the water jug for her weight. Woohoo!
There's a strong possibility that's my mom. Mom, is that you? Maybe she's on mute. All right. Yeah, I think that's who that was.
Wait, Brian, could you do that press up again?
Yeah. So Cal can do it. Wait, no, the floor press.
Yes, the floor press.
Laying on your back. Pressing up. Good. The mats are folded up back there. Yeah.
Okay, so elbows out to the side.
It kind of has to be. It's going to be anywhere between like on your side and kind of 45 degrees.
Okay, got it.
I wouldn't bring it totally out to the side. Okay. So are we ready to go here? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So 8 floor presses each side.
Oh, yeah. I have 2. You cross your knee over. No, you just bend it.
20 seconds till the top of the minute. 8.
8, baby.
If you find on the kettlebell taps, if you find that your feet are sliding out from under you, you may have your hands too far out in front. So if your feet are sliding, bring your hands back down under your chest, kind of underneath your armpits. 5 seconds. Ready, and go. Use this.
Flatten your butt.
On the floor press, you can also bend your knees. I would suggest actually bending your knees, putting your feet flat on the floor. You can also just bend one knee, like whatever side the weight is on, you would bend that to the other one straight, just like the beginning of a Turkish get-up. 20 seconds till the top of the minute. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Here we go.
2, 3, 3, 4. How's that weight for you?
30 seconds. Remember, the goal with the kettlebell taps is to keep your hips locked up, everything locked right up in the middle. Nice job, Cole. Expert secret on that one, if you haven't figured it out already, is to go narrow hands and wide feet. Narrow hands and wide feet. 15 seconds left till our last round of these. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Floor press. At the top of the floor press, your palm should be facing down towards your feet, and then it'll kind of rotate as you come down. So palm faces your midline when your elbow's on the floor. Palm faces your feet when you're at the top, when your arm is straight.
That way, and then it comes.
And taps. Oh, yeah, it's 80.
Don't let your butt shift around. 1, 2.
10 seconds till the top of the minute. If we're done, I'll show the next one. This is the last group of exercises. So we're going to do an SLDL each side. So these are going to have to be a little bit quicker than usual. So SLDL is just holding the weight on one side, hinging down at your hip, right? So like someone's lifting up your back knee. So we eight SLDLs on each side. So do them all on one side, then all on the other, so you're not switching the kettlebell or weight too much. All right, that's the first. We're gonna do 8 of those. Then you're just gonna bend over, and you'll go. Whether you're holding a dumbbell, you'll hold each side of the dumbbell maybe, or just like that too. That'll work. I don't know if they can see this back up. Yeah, good. All right, so it's just a 2-hand row. So you're gonna pull your elbows right past your gut. So pull your elbows right past your pocket up towards the ceiling, keeping your shoulder blades down the whole time. So it's easy to kind of shrug that. So don't shrug up, keep shoulder blades down, and you're pulling your elbows right past your waistband. Okay, so that's a 2-hand row. So we're gonna do 8 SLDL on each side and 15 of those rows. So they go pretty fast because the weight is usually gonna be pretty light. So we'll go 15, just bending forward slightly. You should be using your hips to do that. And we're just pulling the weight into your, pulling your elbows right past your waistband.
Wait, Dad,
You'll hold it by the handle. You can hold it like that too. Yeah, good. So 8 SLDL.
So you go to the front and then switch.
Sorry guys, just getting the timer going again. All right, ready, and here we go. Should be feeling the SLDL in the back of your hip, like in your outside of your butt, possibly the back of your leg.
You don't have to go up so high.
Switch the hand you're holding that in. Yeah, there you go. Don't just kick your leg. There you go.
Now hold it between. Row.
Okay, 15 seconds till the top of the minute. Bend over a little more. 5 seconds. And 8 SLDLs. Here we go.
Switch.
Harder to do on the pad. 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds till the top of the minute. 3, 2, 1, round 3. Here we go. And make sure with the SLDL, as you get more tired, really try to lock it up and stay under control. If you need to shorten the range of motion, that's okay too. You should still get a burn in the back of your hips, right around the outside of your butt. 30 seconds.
Chop properly.
15 seconds. Okay, last round for the day, and then we've got one final challenge to do. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. We're at 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And good job, everybody. All right. So that's the end of the circuit. We've got one last challenge to do here. This is completely optional. So the challenge is going to be a goblet squat hold for 1 minute. So the same goblet squats that we did earlier. Now you're going to squat down. I'll show you in just a second. You're going to squat down. You're going to use the same weight that you were using. And we're just going to sit down like you're sitting on a chair. And we're just going to hold at the very bottom and try to hold for 1 minute.
All right.
minute. So the weight will come up whether you're using a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Then you're just going to sit down like this. Try to get your thighs parallel to the ground. You should be your elbows pointing down in between your knees. So as you hold that weight, instead of having your elbows up to the side, elbows should be pointing down in between your knees, trying to point them right at the floor. Okay. So we're going to try for 1 minute. We're going to try for 1 minute. And do the best you can with this. Again, this is totally optional. Just a fun way to close things out. Well, our kind of fun. Maybe not yours. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Sitting nice and low. There you go. If you have a way to check your form, that'd be nice. Be in front of a mirror or something like that. Try to keep your knees out. Try to keep your chest up.
Elbows in.
If you feel like you're not going to make it with the weight you have, try to, you can drop the weight and keep the body weight.
Get your butt down.
Stay there, everybody. Keep it up.
All the way flat.
Try to keep your upper body up, your chest up, back straight, relatively straight. 20 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you were like this.
All right.
Down. Lower than you.
Good.
Get a mirror.
I want to see a list of gold achievements, Brian.
I was like this, right? No.
All right.
On the website, there needs to be a list of gold achievements for that one. That was
Yeah.
Oh, are we supposed to quit now?
There's a lot of cameras turned off there for that one. Okay. Hey, good job, everybody. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday morning. Look for more of these next week. We're also going to be adding in some additional fun stuff just to keep you guys moving and motivated at home. But thanks to the Sibbets family for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
all of
Brian.
you. Thank you. This was really important. So thanks for doing that. All of you, Kelly and Cole and Cooper. You're doing important work.
Thanks a lot. That was great.
You can hear me, but bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Good job.
Bye.